je vous demande d'accueillir Gwyneth Paltrow et Robert Downey Jr., que je vous demande bien entendu d'applaudir très fort. Welcome. Wow, my pleasure. Feeling the room? Feels right? The vibes are good?
Oh, I feel you, I feel you.
Oh, good. Donc les vibrations, voilà, ils sont bien. Alors, well, first of all, thank you for being in Paris for Iron Man 3. And of course, we talk directly straight to the movie. In the movie, we see suddenly Tony facing Pepper and admitting, basically, she's essential to his life. I was wondering, what did you both want to explore with Shane Black, now, you know, behind the camera? And what are your characters' journey and dynamics?
Go for it.
All right, go for it. And I'll be translating.
Well, what I think, and Jon Favreau, who directed, obviously, the first couple Iron Man movies, always said, you know, the heart of the movie is Pepper and Tony. And I think it's what, like I was talking to female journalists today, and they said, you know, I usually don't go for this sort of movie, and I liked it. And it's obvious because there's something a little bit more accessible and mature and interesting about their relationship. So we wanted it to kind of go to the next level. And Gwyneth always acts like, oh, I don't even know what you guys are doing, but she's actually really smart and savvy about this stuff. And we wanted her to have more to do, and we wanted her character's arc to be more significant, didn't we?
So is that how you see the movie as well? A bigger arc for your character and the relationship?
Okay, should I try and do it in French to save you your...
Why not?
Okay.
Yeah, on l'applaudit. Elle va essayer comme Gwyneth de parler en français. Moi, je trouve que ça s'applaudit. Absolument.
Ok. Je vais essayer. Donc, dans le premier film, Pepper, elle est très mignonne. Elle est toujours en train d'aider Tony avec son travail. Était très bien, était mignon, mais maintenant, dans la troisième, elle est beaucoup plus forte, beaucoup plus intéressante. Aussi, la relation entre Tony et Pepper, c'est un petit peu plus compliqué. Et moi, je pense que Pepper était très amusant pour faire cet film, le troisième. C'est le meilleur pour moi.
Wow, that's what I call girl power, talking in French.
Jewish girls talking in French, very sexy.
Vous avez compris, très sexy de parler comme ça en français. The two parts are this time very physical. How did you both train to be in such good shape for the third film?
Je fais le sport chaque jour, 5 fois au semaine. Alors, j'ai besoin de faire un petit plus pour le film et aussi avec mon nourriture. Et j'ai mangé un petit plus bien. Mais Robert aussi, il est très fort. Did you do any preparation?
As you all know, I'm a kung fu master.
Comme vous le savez, bien sûr, je suis un maître kung-fu.
So most of my training was internal.
Donc vous l'avez compris, la plupart de mon entraînement fut mental et interne. Well, there was a little bit of push-ups, I'm sure, but anyway. Well, it also seemed that Shane Black's approach is, in a way, much more adult, mature, as you said. Is that also what attracted you to go for it the third time around?
Comme Robert a dit, je pense que le centre de le film, c'est la relation entre Pepper et Tony. Et il y a beaucoup de special effects, mais je pense que la raison que c'est un petit peu mieux que les autres films de ce genre, c'est parce que la relation, la dynamique entre les deux, c'est plus intéressant.
Agreed?
Yeah, I mean, sure. After Avengers came out and was so critically and financially successful, we just figured we had to do something, you know, we had to do something that was unexpected again. And Shane Black, I know the French people and press are very warm to him. and I think there's a reason he's very well deserving of his reputation as an artist.
For you, Robert, I mean, obviously there's a big change between Iron Man, let's say Iron Man 2, and even the Iron Man we see in Avengers, which is quite a bit of an arrogant, megalomaniac kind of guy. And here, on the contrary, is much more tormented. How did you really, prepare for this radical inner change?
Relationships? No.
Les relations amoureuses, non.
Again, I try to think about what the audience is hoping for. People are under the impression that Tony is kind of a little more real, and obviously I've drawn on some of my own experience playing the guy. But at this point, it kind of feels this strange kind of life imitating art, imitating life, and we just wanted to make something a little bit deeper. I think this film is a little bit has more depth, but I think it also has it's very entertaining and actually very funny in a way that kids will like and adults don't seem to mind either.
Stylishly or visually speaking, in phase 2 of obviously Iron Man, I mean, how do you feel Shane fitted visually within the second theme?
That's actually a really good question. And
Bonne question.
John Toll shot this movie as one of our great American DPs, and Shane really was looking at movies from the 60s. He was looking at European culture. He was looking at noir film. He really wanted this to feel kind of like a detective story in some way, and also wanted to kind of break the mold of the way sometimes these films look. There's very wide shots, there's very close shots, and then there's shots that used to be green that they changed into other things. He wanted it to feel like it really did have a visual style, and he wanted it to seem a little bit more immediate.
Yeah, in the films we see some fans with tattoos and all that. In real life, do your fans actually have tattoos and all kinds of weird things?
No. People are pretty normal, and the ones that aren't, I have a huge security team that deals with.
Hello, I'm Thomas. Robert, what is your implication in the studio decision to promote Shane Black as director, and how would you describe your work relation with him?
Believe it or not, Marvel went to Shane of their own accord. That is the truth, and I actually approved him after they were already. So we at this point in the game, we all know each other well enough. We kind of anticipate each other's instincts. And also seeing as how it was Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, that was kind of my screen test for Iron Man. But the first couple of days, I mean, Gwyneth doesn't really know Shane, and she didn't really know Joss, and her and Jon Favreau are very, very close. And so it's been this kind of odd transition, and sometimes she look at Shane and go, he's very odd. I mean, what is he doing? And Shane is so enamored with Gwyneth that he would be like, or whatever. So, but then what happens is when we start working together and when we're working on the scenes, it's just, I don't know, I've never had a better chemistry with anyone than you. And there's something about it that, just really translates well to film. So Shane would just kind of put us together and leave us alone and be eccentric and then say, cut.
Était pour moi un petit peu bizarre quand nous avons commencé parce que le premier du film était avec John. Il est très important pour les films des Iron Man. Et aussi, il était là comme acteur, comme comédien, pardon. Alors, était un petit peu bizarre parce que donc Shane était là, mais John était là aussi, mais Shane était le réalisateur. Mais la vérité, c'est que Shane a beaucoup de talent. Le scénario était magnifique, le meilleur que le 3, je pense. Et alors, était très bien.
Alors, what was the most pleasurable scene anyway? Now that you've said it, feeling better?
We had a steam shower scene. It was a 3-day shoot. They didn't use any of it. They said kids couldn't watch it.
Alors voilà, vous l'avez compris, 3 jours de tournage dans un sauna, bien sûr. Cette scène n'a jamais été montée dans le film parce que les enfants ne pouvaient pas le voir. Seriously, Annie?
She saved the footage.
Ah mais bien sûr, elle a la preuve par image, elle a gardé. So, no particular scene you enjoyed?
I mean, these films are particularly serious, but the heart of the movie is kind of, you know, she finds Tony in a bad way. He admits he's messed up. And somehow or other, there's this resolution where she kind of hugs him and then says she's going to run a shower and he's going to join her. To me, it was like conflict resolution. It was this. To me, it's the most important scene in the movie because she goes one way for a bunch of it and he goes another way. But if you don't have it rooted in this is a couple who knows how to be honest with each other and love each other and resolve their conflicts, then who cares if they get back together?
Well, obviously, the film could also be seen, in a way, as a parable for technology and how we are, in a way, addicted to technology. Is that a question that you feel the film actually poses? And is it a question that both of you sometimes address in your private lives as well?
Avec mes enfants, c'est impossible. Ils sont complètement addictés à le petit iPad. Je ne sais pas, c'est horrible. Je les demandais une question, ils sont toujours comme ça. Mais ça, c'est le monde maintenant. Alors, je pense qu'on a besoin d'adapter un peu, mais c'est pas fantastique avec les enfants.
We were at a Moroccan restaurant last night with some friends, and Gwyneth joined us. She graced us with her presence. 5 minutes later, we were buying her Paris city app from Goop.
Not out yet.
Well, then how do we buy it? Oh, we bought the London one. The front Paris isn't out yet. So it really is funny, you know. Like 5 years ago, things were one way, and now it's like she's very kind of entrenched in this as a way of doing business, as a way of doing stuff, you know. I go near a computer and it breaks, which is funny because I play this like tech genius.
Hello, it's a two-part question. I was wondering what guarantees the success of a Marvel movie, and will you go for an Iron Man 4?
I don't. Yeah, what guarantees success?
Robert guarantees success.
Voilà, la présence de Robert.
Answer. Perfect answer.
Parfaite, la réponse.
You never know. I mean, it's a crapshoot every time, you know. Gwyneth came and did a couple days on Avengers. He's like, I haven't even seen it. Did it do all right? Unprecedented success.
Alors voilà, on ne sait jamais. Vous savez, c'est un peu comme au casino. D'ailleurs, Gwyneth Paltrow.
But she and I are the secret sauce. We don't want to boast, but we are the secret sauce. As far as the future, who knows?
Alors voilà, en fait, elle et moi, eh bien, nous sommes l'ingrédient secret, cette sauce secrète, même si je ne veux pas évidemment être comme ça trop frimée, mais c'est la vérité. Non, et puis en ce qui concerne la suite Iron Man 4, eh bien, je ne veux rien dire aujourd'hui. Voilà, ainsi se conclut cette conférence de presse. Thank you very much for being with us. Thank you.
We do need backup.
That's your department.